let's talk a little bit about what you do.
All right.
So Action Coach is a national franchise of certified business coaches, correct?
Actually, international. We're
Okay.
now in 77 different countries around the world. So really large organization. We've got 1,200 offices around the world. So been working with small business owners since '93. So it's a tremendous organization, a lot of horsepower behind it, proven systems, process of growing businesses. And that's what's so exciting is to have a system like that that's just proven. You know, you don't have to figure it out. Just go about the process of working with business owners.
So how long have you been associated with Action Coach? Because that's all I've known you to do is be a coach.
Right. 4 years this week, actually.
Right.
Yeah. So been involved in small business my entire life, and that was kind of the interesting thing as I got into this. An opportunity came in my career where I could take all those learnings of, this is the 5th business that I've owned myself. So being able to take a lot of those learnings on my own, my education and other work experiences, and apply it now to working directly with small business owners to help them get to the next level.
So if somebody wanted to make contact with you about being hiring a business coach, how would they do that?
They can simply reach out to me at my business number, 704-400-4358. And again, 704-400-4358, or daviddowdy.com. You can find my email and contact information. I'm on social media and all that. So
see, you said that twice, so you were ready for that one.
You know it.
You got me.
Sir. Yes, sir.
I should warn you, anytime you make fun of me on the show, they will ring the bell. So I need to, now there was no need to ring that bell, just to describe the bell.
He was ready. I beat you to the punch. I saw
his hand's been on that bell just waiting.
Your eyebrows went up. I'm going to catch him.
So I know a lot of business coaches, and some of them specialize in some areas or another. Do you have sort of a specialty that you focus on for business people?
Well, I'm trained as a generalist, so I can help in every aspect of the business. However, my work has primarily been around the sales and marketing avenue. Done some business development, but having owned a number of my own businesses, it's all about sales. Nothing happens until somebody sells something. So my strongest suit is the sales aspects, putting together the sales plans and being able to identify, really what the target market is for a particular business owner, for a particular business, or even product line.
It's funny you say that, because I can't tell you how many people I've sold businesses to, or they call me and want me to sell their business, and they had no idea that 70% of their time was going to be sales. That wasn't why they bought the business. I mean, they absolutely are calling me to say, I don't want to do this anymore because I don't want to be the salesperson. I don't know how to do that. Or they'll pick up the phone and call me and say, Joe, listen, man, I love all of this except going to get a new client. And it's amazing to me because they're surprised that generating leads is an important piece of how you make a living.
Absolutely. And a lot of them go into the profession of business ownership to get away from the sales aspect, thinking that it's going to happen on its own. Hang the sign up and open the doors and customers will come. But that is not the way that it happens.
Yeah, I don't know how they got to that point, but that's the first thing I do is send them to people like you and say, listen, you have to figure this out. You have to get comfortable. I met with a guy that's got a sign business and print business, and he's doing over $1 million in sales. And he says, Joe, and I hear this all the time, by the way, Joe, I hate salespeople. And now you understand they're looking right at me when they say that. There's no secret Joe's a sales guy, right?
Right.
I mean,
Right.
And so they don't mean to be offensive, right? It's kind of like I would say I hate a dentist, right? You know what I mean? That's what they're saying. They realize it's a necessary evil. But what they're really saying is, I don't know how to communicate with them. I do not know how to incentivize them. I don't know how to motivate them. And I don't know how to hire them. So I know I can't be the salesperson because I just simply don't want to do it. But I don't know how to hire somebody and put them on to be able to be productive. Do you have that same conversation with business
Absolutely.
people?
Absolutely. And that's the challenge that every small business owner deals with. They're all coming with their particular experiences or skill sets, but you have to have so many different skill sets to be a business owner and be successful. Most business owners can make a living, they can survive, but to really thrive in the business, they have to excel at multiple areas. And they're not naturally wired to excel at all those different areas. And that's where resources like yourself or me or so many other resources are out there to help fill in the gaps. And that's the biggest challenge, I think, is for business owners. They have a certain, some pride and, that entrepreneurial spirit that I've got this. I own my own business. But that's also an obstacle to them to actually reach out and get the help that they need sometimes.
Right.
And, those that are really successful are those that are willing to accept that help and learn how to get to the next level.
I used to hear from Wayne all the time that he needs a client that is coachable. They have to be willing to listen. And of course, Wayne used to make fun of me for years. He would say that I preach and he teaches, right? Oh, okay. All right. I'm going to give you that one for Wayne. Okay. And he said it, of course, thinking he was making me mad, right? He thought he was going to do. But the reality is he was absolutely correct. That what you do, what coaches do, is absolutely try and help, inspire, and motivate and educate the clients. When I talk, I'm talking from experience. I may not be able to tell you how to get there. I'm this guy that's just going to pound it out. This is what I say. So when people call me, I say, listen, I'm the guy that's going to sell the business, right? I'll give you some ideas, but you're going to have to figure out a way to implement them. And so that's really what a coach does, can help you implement a lot of the ideas and structure and strategy that may be just in their head already, and they just don't know how to put it on paper and actually get it applied.
Absolutely. In some situations, it's a matter of it's not one size fits all. There's different strategies that work for different businesses and different owners, for that matter. But 61% of the people that I've worked with that have been enrolled in some kind of a coaching program have come to me not because they don't know what to do. They know what they need to do. The challenge is getting it done. There are so many issues going on every day. They just need some help to breaking it down into a simple format where we can move the ball down the field a few yards at the time, rather than just kicking up dust.
David, it's so funny that over the years, the secrets to success have sort of changed for me. And I've learned that the successful people that I know, the multimillionaires that I know, it's about personal discipline. I would have never said that 5 years ago.
Right.
But it really is about a personal discipline, a personal structure that they have, that they're willing to put themselves into. And here's what's so funny. Most of us become self-employed because we don't want somebody giving us structure and discipline, right? So if you can't give it to yourself, don't go in business for yourself. It's not going to work.
That's exactly right. Yeah.